But what about service?
The fastest growing brand in India. I don't think any brand has achieved anywhere in the world also. We have been very open about it. We could not at the same time focus on expanding service reach as well.
Powerful enough for a SUV of this size?
Normal for cars of this size to be powered by 1.2 GDIs. And they run very well.
Good morning. Today we have with us two special people that are driving Tata as a brand. Tata Automobiles, I can say. Tata Motors, there are people from the EV and passenger vehicles. So we have with us Vivek Srivatsa, who's the Chief Commercial Officer. Welcome to the show.
Thank you.
And we also have Mohan Savarkar, who's the Chief Product Officer.
Thank you.
Welcome. And we'll start with a few questions, and then we'll have specific ones for each of you. Is there really a big demand for petrol engines, especially in SUVs?
I'll go.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, I think the need for petrol in high SUVs has been growing. If you go back 4-5 years, around 2020 it was 15-16%, and today as we speak it's closer to 30% actually. Demand is driven by two things. One is there's a lot of uncertainty on the future of diesel itself, with up and down government policies, I would say. Consumers are not sure whether diesel is good or bad, because in certain studies diesel is shown as good and in others it's shown as bad. So there's confusion and consumers will take the safer route. Other thing also is that diesel is seen as a little bit of a heavy car for ladies to drive, and increasingly, and not everybody put in long distances, not all families, and diesel is generally associated with that long drives and better torque, fuel efficiency and all that. So there is a need for high SUVs within normal usage pattern also. So a combination of these two things is driving up petrol penetration, and I think with the advent of GDI engines, I think drivability also is far better now, as we are seeing, which is almost kind of making customers not miss the diesel torque also. So I think it is seen as a safer option, more modern and easy to be handled by everybody in the family. So, Mohan, you can add something.
No, that's it.
Yeah.
So I was just going to, the follow-up question was very similar to what you went through just now. Delhi NCR, of course, there's a big need because there is the NGT ban and all of things. But apart from that, across South India, where we are predominantly, people still prefer the diesel for two things. One is the torquiness for good highway drives. Two, of course, is the fuel efficiency and the overall value for money proposition they get for a long drive usage scenario. So how does that work? Like, is Delhi NCR the bigger market that you're looking at, or is it pan-India?
It is pan-India. Delhi NCR, obvious choices, largest market in the country, but lot of uncertainty about diesel. It's a no-brainer. I mean, a very big percentage of cars sold here are gasoline. But again, South has been a lot of diesel love for a longest time actually, because I think propensity to drive between cities, vacationing within the South has always been a passion, increasing passion, I would say, and that's why we have this multi powertrain options, you know. So for people who still want that heft of a diesel torque, we still have very good diesels across all our products. But for people who want a slightly softer feel of drive, and when there are also a lot of people today who move from city to city. I mean, many people move from south to north and other way around. This becomes a more comfortable long-term choice. So our multi-powertrain strategy across all our products, that's why it helps. Consumers first choose the model and then they choose the powertrain. And many a time they like the model, but then they feel just because they don't have the powertrain of their preference, they end up not buying. So that way we are hedging all the bets, I would say. Yeah.
Got it. The next question is, you're a little late to the party. I mean, Tata, was it a very strategic decision to wait, watch, and then offer a Petrol, or was it something because of the demand increase? You definitely thought it made a lot more sense.
So like you put it, and like Vivek also pointed out stats. So gasoline in SUVs in India is starting just now, I would say. Unlike in countries abroad, where gasoline and SUVs do go together. So there's no, let's say, hang-ups in that sense. And one of the reasons why it doesn't go so well in India is that maybe powertrain choices were not as good. Maybe cost of ownership was higher. And if there is a way that one can find a solution for both of these, then it helps.
True. I think fuel efficiency is one thing that was lacking in petrol SUVs.
Right.
And how are you addressing that through this engine?
Yeah. So the 1.5 GDI is the right sized engine that can provide not just the drivability, but the desired fuel efficiency also. And it's been achieved by a lot of tech in the engine. You know, for example, we have the dual VCTs, we have a VGT turbocharger, we run a Miller cycle in this, and each of this is switchable. So depending on how someone is using the accelerator pedal, the car could tune itself to give you fuel efficiency or drivability or a combination of both, depending on how you are doing.
That's very interesting. A lot of work has gone into make it give fuel efficiency, and at the same time the peppiness and the need is there.
Right.
So for example, if I'm going to the hills and I want to push the car a little bit, it will offer me an amount of power. But if on a highway just cruising, then we are happy with cruising speed and great mileage. That's the idea.
That's right. Yeah.
Okay.
And then some more stuff, like let's say you're on an incline and then you want to launch yourself, and then you're also in a place like Leh, where there is less air altogether. So the engine can sense all this and then provide you with the response that you need in those situations.
Got it. Now that you have a robust lineup of cars and the sales are at a all-time high, I think the last 2 months Tata is ranking second in the position of market share in terms of sales.
Right.
So that's a great thing. First of all, congratulations on that.
Thank you.
People are buying a lot more Tatas. That's a great thing in the homegrown brand. But what about service? I know their service has some issues. How will that be fixed? What are the plans for that?
Just taking a step back, over the last 5 years, we have been the fastest growing brand in India. And the kind of growth we have achieved, I don't think any brand has achieved anywhere in the world also. If you look at 2020, we were averaging about 15,000 units a month. Now it is close to 50,000, so more than 3 times growth in 5 years, and a lot of new products added, etc. To be honest, the sales growth came initially during the COVID period. We could not, we were actually ramping up our sales reach, to cater to consumer demand. And we have been very open about it. We could not at the same time focus on expanding service reach as well, in terms of number of outlets, number of bays, manpower, etc. But we have absolutely understood that there is a lot of silent work happening behind the scenes. Normally service perception takes some time, and 3 areas in which we are working. First is increasing number of bays and availability. One of the biggest problems people have been having is they're not able to get service appointments. And also because of the sheer stress of turning around more and more cars and creating more job cards, sometimes quality of service is becoming an issue. And also spare part availability, the sheer logistics of getting spare parts on time. That also was something that were amplifying the problem. So first thing we are focusing is expanding number of bay availability across the country, both geographically and even where we are present, increasing number of bays, so that the bandwidth to service more cars comes in. Second is getting skilled manpower as technicians is always a challenge. It's always been a challenge in auto industry to get skilled technicians, retaining them. We are really focusing a lot on that, getting a lot of manpower. plus training them. Earlier there used to be a lot of learning on the job. Technicians used to become experts over 1 year, 2 years. We don't have that luxury right now. So right now what we are doing is, before they get onto the floor, they are being trained extensively so that their productivity is very high from day one itself. So investment in training, plus the last part, in terms of spare part availability and supply chain, a lot of work has gone in, and faster, better, I would say, prediction of spare part mix that is required, faster availability. We have local warehouses and all open. A combination of all this, people have already started commenting that it's much better now. But like I said, service perception takes a long time. But we want to become the benchmark in service. Okay, that is the ambition, and you will see in the next 1 year, 2 years that we'll reach there, and the perception of Tata will be the other way around.
That's great. Very glad to hear that actually, and I'm sure a lot of viewers will also be very happy. Look forward to the day when you are the benchmark in service. Okay, so now SUVs. When we're talking about SUVs, of course, you got a petrol, a gasoline into a SUV that is as big as the Harrier and the Safari. Hatchbacks and sedans have been kind of left away. So what is the plan? I know there are a lot of models that were showcased, etc. How is the market for other types of cars going on? What is the perception of Tata?
Sure. So, with every country, this trend has to be, observed, and then you have to respond to it. So in most other countries also, you would see that the bottom end of cars, which is normally the small hatches, and are kind of dropping off. And one of the reasons for that is people now prefer a used car as their first car. Rather than going for a hatchback. So it's not that people don't buy, let's say, cars at low budgets, but the car they choose is normally a bigger car, which, because it's a used car, is available at a lesser cost, lesser price. And similarly, what's happened is, for example, sedans. In the price points that sedans were once available, it's now very easy to switch to a SUV. Which, by the way, also gives you road presence. It gives you a lot of space inside. It gives a sense of power to the person driving. Especially women folk driving don't get intimidated by traffic around them. So all this causes sedans to drop off and SUVs to go up. In India now, already we have SUVs to the extent of 56-58%. It may go to 60 this year, next year. But this is a definite thing that sedans don't appear to be moving.
Got it. So I have a few questions for Vivek now. How large of a market share do you think you can capture with the introduction of gasoline in this segment?
See, like I said, the segment has 30% penetration of gasoline. We anticipate in the next 2 years, this will cross 40% also. For us, we have not had a gasoline so far. And the general trend is people who prefer gasoline don't even look at diesel. So whatever volume we are going to get out of petrol will be
additional.
Largely 90% additional volume, I would say. And over the next 1 to 2 years, our penetration within Harrier Safari also should be on par with market potential, market penetration, which is about 40%. So there's a good opportunity for us to get about 30% additional volume from gasoline over the next 1-2 years, I would say.
Great. And one last question for you, Vivek. The price. You've still not got the price. So how aggressively is this going to be priced against the diesel counterparts?
Yes, Mohan also said, one of the reasons for going gasoline also was to make high SUV more accessible to more number of people. Petrol engine, the TGTF will definitely be priced lower than the diesel, and it will create a lot of excitement, I would say, among consumers. There will be multiple choices within a showroom with the gasoline engine, but I think it's a good thing, because when a consumer comes to a showroom, he has more choices, he or she, rather than having less choice. And we really think with TGDI coming in with Harrier Safari and offering this 3 benefits of fuel efficiency, drivability and refinement, it's going to not only impact Harrier Safari but also the mid SUV category itself. So we are very optimistic. But to summarize, we'll have a very good aggressive pricing.
Super. Look forward to the prices. I have a few questions for Mohan. Will the 1.5 petrol that you have right now will be powerful enough for a SUV of this size?
I mean, surely yes. I mean,
Okay.
You are going to drive it today, tomorrow, and then you will see and experience it for yourself. Yeah. So it all depends on many things. So petrol engines, by the way, should not be numerically compared to diesels in that sense.
Got it.
And what then matters is, okay, there is a certain, let's say, power and torque available, but how that is made available at the wheels is what is more important.
Okay.
And there is, very good gearboxes, very good tuning that can be done to make the best use of the torque. And then there is these days AI, ML that lets your car find out what's happening around, and then make sure that your ride is also aligned to your needs. And if someone is expecting a very, let's say, plush ride, you can do that. If you need a very aggressive drive, you could also do that. So it's entirely, let's say,
depending on the situation, it understands and gives you the best experience. So one last question: how better is it compared to an XUV's petrol option?
See, there are 3 pillars on which we want this to succeed: fuel efficiency, drivability, and refinement.
Okay.
So on all these 3, we feel the packages come out very well as a full package.
Got it.
And that's what our consumers will get to experience.
One last thing, I'm really excited to see a 1.5 liter turbo petrol engine in a car of this size. I'm looking forward to the drive, and I'm sure this is going to set some sort of a benchmark in terms of efficiency, because that was the only thing that we were lacking in alternatives.
So, I mean, generally in India, people associate engine size with what happens to the car.
Okay.
But if you go to Europe, for example, it's very normal for cars of this size to be powered by 1.2 GDIs.
Yeah.
And they run very well.
Okay.
So compared to that, we have a bigger displacement. So there's absolutely no hesitancy to say that this car will work well.
Makes a lot of sense. Thank you so much, thank you guys for watching. See you in the
Thank you.
next one.